with us from Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, as we are set for a showdown in the ReliaQuest Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the MAC, the Central Michigan Chippewas. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll bring it back looking for help. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will take the field first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Snyder. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off. To pitch it and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Got his man down for you. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Forward. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And the Chippewas backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Let's talk for a minute about Central Michigan. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Gives it on the option. There. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Chippewas will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is to 36. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The run from the shotgun. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run on the doorstep. Looking for the end zone. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
It'll be third and long. He'll pull it on the read. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Chippewas will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Iowa has the ball back on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Finds his tight end. At the 40, there he goes. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Pressure coming. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Unleashes one. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Throws to the back. Zings it complete to the right. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. The play-action fake. They're working that left side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The option look. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lynch. Quickly to the tight end. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. On the option. He'll toss it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilkins. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Chippewas will call on their punt team. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. They'll test the right side. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively,
throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snags it inside the 20. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, 2 quarters in the books in the ReliaQuest Bowl. A couple of teams who have battled their way here, looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case.
The Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum. I tell you what, as that ball starts to get towards the sideline and they're running these option plays, man, those outside players become more pivotal. My corners have to be able to tackle. My secondary is going to be much more involved in getting the quarterback to the ground. Nice job by the secondary, by this defense.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Chippewas will punt this one away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Starting to feel a little pressure. Throws into the middle of the field. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it himself. Got some room under the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Central Michigan, 0.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Right back to the well. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The Chippewas have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And the Chippewas will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now on the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to...
Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Looking downfield on first down. He wants it all. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Got it in the middle. It's Breeze. Touchdown, Iowa! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Central Michigan, 0.
Out of the end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Working the big fella to the corner. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Chippewas will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Chippewas kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The Chippewas have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
On the move. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Chips.
And this offense finally gets something together and gets on the scoreboard. It's not over yet, but this is a good sign, man. They got the positive momentum. See if they can build on this, even though we're in the 4th quarter.
The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over there, they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
And some room to work. stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. From the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give out of the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, you get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To throw, it's Lynch. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes a grab down the middle. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They just keep firing. Fires deep toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense in an empty set. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to make magic on the scramble. As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. He gets down. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Right on the money. They'll immediately call timeout.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, set it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
Here's the pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Nowhere close close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Central Michigan.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground, and most of the time